Hey, Celtics Nation. We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. The basketball world woke up buzzing today with a rumor that quickly turned into a confirmed headline. John Collins is officially a Boston Celtic. After days of speculation, cryptic social media posts, and whispers among NBA insiders, the news dropped like a thunderclap across the league. The Celtics front office, known for keeping negotiations under wraps, made the announcement in a brief but powerful statement. Collins has signed with Boston. The move comes at a time when the Celtics are clearly in win-now mode, and adding a player like Collins signals their intent to double down on their championship aspirations. Fans immediately flooded social media, celebrating the addition of a player whose athleticism, versatility, and energy could fit perfectly alongside Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Collins, who spent most of his career with the Atlanta Hawks, brings a mix of interior scoring, rebounding, and rim protection that Boston has quietly needed. His ability to stretch the floor, hit the occasional three, and run the fast break makes him a perfect modern forward. For many, this signing feels like the missing puzzle piece for a team that's been knocking on the door of an NBA title for years, but couldn't quite push it open. Until now. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest this deal was weeks in the making, with Boston's front office moving carefully and deliberately to secure Collins without sacrificing key roster depth. Sources close to the team say negotiations began quietly after the Celtics' early exit from last year's playoffs left management determined to bolster the frontcourt. There were rumors of potential trades earlier in the summer, but Collins' situation presented a unique opportunity. Atlanta was ready to move him, and Boston had the flexibility to make it work financially. What makes this move even more intriguing is how stealthily the Celtics pulled it off. Few insiders saw it coming, and even fewer believe it would be finalized before training camp. Some reports hinted that Tatum himself was involved in pushing for the signing, having developed a friendship with Collins through off-season workouts and Team USA activities. If that's true, it shows how much player influence can drive team building in the modern NBA. Collins reportedly turned down offers from Western Conference teams in favor of joining a championship contender on the East Coast, a sign that he believes in the Celtics' vision and culture. The fit, on paper, looks seamless. Collins is not a superstar in the traditional sense, but he's a high-impact player who thrives alongside ball-dominant wings like Tatum and Brown. His ability to play both power forward and small ball center gives Boston a new level of flexibility that Coach Joe Mazzulla has craved. With Al Horford aging and Robert Williams' health always in question, Collins provides insurance without compromising on skill. He's athletic enough to guard multiple positions, experienced enough to understand defensive schemes, and humble enough to accept a complementary role. Analysts have already begun comparing this move to the Celtics' 2007 edition of key role players that helped push them to a title. It's not flashy like landing a superstar, but it's strategic, exactly the kind of move that turns great teams into champions. The Celtics have always been known for their defensive identity, and Collins' presence only enhances that, giving Boston more rebounding and rim deterrence without losing offensive rhythm. If chemistry builds quickly, this could be one of the most underrated signings of the decade. In the locker room, the atmosphere reportedly shifted the moment players heard the news. Team insiders described excitement, relief, and even a sense of renewed purpose among the Celtics core. Jaylen Brown, often vocal about the need for depth and toughness, was one of the first to react publicly, posting a cryptic "Let's get it on X," which fans immediately tied to the Collins news. The synergy between Collins and Boston's current stars could define the team's success this season. He brings a blue-collar mentality, the kind of player who's not afraid to do the dirty work while still delivering highlight dunks that energize the crowd. This combination of skill and humility has always resonated with Boston fans, who appreciate hard-nosed basketball as much as flashy talent. Sources say the Celtics plan to integrate Collins into the starting lineup almost immediately, possibly shifting Horford into a rotational veteran role. Training camp footage reportedly showed Collins already building chemistry with Derek White and Tatum, especially in pick-and-roll sets. The energy feels contagious, and within the walls of TD Garden, optimism is quietly turning into belief that this might finally be their year. Financially, the move is also interesting. The Celtics managed to secure Collins on a deal that many analysts are calling team-friendly, given his production and potential upside. The exact figures haven't been disclosed yet, but it's rumored to be a multi-year contract slightly below market value, suggesting Collins prioritized winning over money. That decision alone has earned him immediate respect from Boston's passionate fan base. The front office's ability to pull this off without disrupting salary cap balance or losing key rotational players shows smart management. General Manager Brad Stevens has built a reputation for making strategic, calculated moves rather than headline-grabbing gambles, and this signing fits that pattern perfectly. The timing is ideal, too. Boston's core is in its prime, and the addition of Collins reinforces the team's long-term stability. He's young enough to grow with the roster, but experienced enough to make an instant impact. This balance could be crucial as the Celtics prepare to face increasingly competitive Eastern rivals like the Bucks and Sixers. In many ways, this deal feels like both a statement and a promise. Boston is not just aiming to compete, they're aiming to dominate. The fan reaction has been nothing short of electric. Social media exploded within minutes of the announcement, with Celtics supporters flooding comment sections, tagging Collins, and welcoming him to Beantown. Many fans see this as a symbolic moment, the kind of acquisition that could shift momentum across the league. Even rival fans had to admit that Boston just got stronger. The memes started rolling in immediately, showing Collins in a Celtics jersey alongside Tatum and Brown, and the energy online feels almost like when Kyrie first arrived years ago, except this time with more optimism and less chaos. Commentators on sports talk shows are already debating how Collins' presence could change the Celtics' offensive spacing and interior defense. Some suggest his arrival might even allow Tatum to focus more on perimeter playmaking, while Brown could benefit from fewer defensive double teams. For a city that lives and breathes basketball, this signing is pure adrenaline. It's not just about adding another player. It's about reigniting belief that the green and white are ready to hang banner number 18. As training camp begins, all eyes are now on how quickly Collins adapts to Boston's demanding system. Reports from insiders suggest that he's already making an impression with his professionalism and work ethic. Teammates have praised his willingness to learn and his humility in joining a team with established stars. During early scrimmages, Collins reportedly showed strong chemistry with Tatum, setting hard screens, rolling decisively, and finishing plays at the rim with authority. He's also been spotted working closely with assistant coaches to refine his defensive rotations, an area that's crucial in Boston's switch-heavy system. What's becoming clear is that Collins isn't treating this move as a fresh start. He's treating it as a mission. After years in Atlanta, where his role fluctuated, he seems eager to carve out a consistent identity. The Celtics staff reportedly loves his energy and leadership, describing him as vocal without ego. If these reports are true, Collins could quickly become more than just a contributor. He could be a catalyst for a culture shift toward accountability and grit. Boston has always thrived on players who embody its hardworking spirit, and early signs suggest Collins fits that mold perfectly. Meanwhile, the buzz around Boston has extended beyond the court. Local media outlets are already painting Collins as the city's next fan favorite, comparing his demeanor to that of past Celtics greats who earned respect through effort and heart. His first press conference, though brief, struck the right tone. He spoke about teamwork, defense, and wanting to win above all else. Fans appreciated his sincerity, and analysts noticed how he emphasized the importance of fitting in, not standing out. That kind of mindset resonates deeply in Boston, a city where fans value substance over flash. The narrative forming around Collins isn't just about basketball. It's about redemption and reinvention. After being somewhat undervalued in Atlanta, He now has a chance to redefine his legacy with a franchise that knows how to turn underappreciated players into legends. The city has embraced him quickly, with local sports radio hosts already calling him Boston's blue-collar baller. Merchandise sales reportedly spiked within hours of the announcement, with his jersey ranking among the top sellers in the team store. Clearly, the Celtics community is ready to make Collins feel right at home. On the tactical side, coaches are reportedly experimenting with lineups that maximize Collins' versatility. One intriguing setup has him playing alongside Kristaps Porzingis in a dual big-man lineup that could overwhelm smaller teams while maintaining perimeter shooting. Another variant features Collins as the primary screener in high pick-and-rolls, allowing Tatum and Brown to operate more freely. The results so far, according to early reports, have been promising. His rebounding presence alone has already changed the dynamic in scrimmages, with Boston securing more second-chance opportunities. Analysts believe Collins could also boost Boston's transition offense, as his speed and athleticism make him an ideal trailer for fast breaks. Defensively, he's been working on improving his lateral quickness to stay in front of quicker forwards, something that's been a focus since his Hawks days. Assistant coaches reportedly see him as a long-term piece capable of evolving into a defensive anchor. The Celtics coaching staff is clearly excited about his potential, describing the Collins signing not just as a roster move, but as a system enhancement. It's not about fitting him in, it's about expanding what Boston can do on both ends of the floor. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The locker room chemistry appears to be flourishing as well. Insiders claim Collins' arrival has lightened the atmosphere, bringing fresh energy and new dynamics to a group that had grown too familiar with each other's habits. His upbeat personality and team-first attitude are said to complement the quiet leadership of Tatum and the intensity of Brown. Together, they're reportedly forming a strong core both on and off the court. Even veterans like Al Horford have praised Collins for his respectfulness and eagerness to learn from experienced players. Team dinners, gym sessions, and even informal bonding activities have become more frequent since his signing, a sign that the group is genuinely connecting. Coaches have emphasized how important cohesion will be if the Celtics are to compete deep in the playoffs, and Collins seems to be helping build that unity naturally. Players have even joked that he's the glue guy with hops, someone who keeps spirits high while delivering consistent effort. If chemistry truly is the secret ingredient for champions, then Boston might have just added the right dose at the perfect time. Outside of Boston, the league is taking notice. Rival executives are reportedly keeping an eye on how this experiment unfolds, wondering if the Celtics have just pulled off one of the offseason's biggest steals. Some analysts believe Collins' resurgence in a structured system could mirror that of players who found new life in better environments. Think Jeremy Grant in Denver or Andrew Wiggins in Golden State. The parallels are clear. A talented forward once criticized for inconsistency, suddenly thriving under a winning culture. If Collins performs at that level, the balance of power in the East could shift significantly. The Bucks and Sixers might have more star power on paper, but the Celtics' depth and cohesion could prove to be the deciding factor. Boston's bench now looks deeper, its rotations more flexible, and its identity sharper. Even opposing coaches have acknowledged privately that adding Collins gives Boston a new dimension, athleticism without compromising intelligence. It's the kind of signing that might not make headlines every week, but come playoff time, everyone will remember where the season's real power move began. And so, as the season approaches, the air in Boston feels different, charged, confident, almost prophetic. There's a sense that something big is brewing, and Collins' arrival is at the center of it. The city that has seen legends come and go knows how to recognize potential greatness when it sees it, and fans are already whispering that Collins could be the missing link. Whether he becomes a star or simply the perfect piece in a greater puzzle, his impact is undeniable. The Celtics' championship window, once thought to be narrowing, suddenly looks wide open again. The storylines are writing themselves. A player looking for redemption joins a team hungry for glory, and together they set out to chase history. It's a kind of narrative that could define an era if everything clicks. For now, the rumor mill has quieted, the confirmation has been made, and the Green faithful are ready. John Collins is a Boston Celtic, and if the early signs are any indication, this partnership might just be the spark that lights up the entire league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.